What's going on, everybody? I am back. I'm glad to be with you guys again. It's the weekend, so it's time for me to put out some work. So today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the Blacktop court selector that I was able to mess around with, and it's basically a cheat table. You use Cheat Engine and you'll be able to select the Blacktop court that you want. So we'll get into that in just a second, but before I start that, I want to show you guys this photo on my picture. This photo on my picture. I meant to say this portrait player picture that you see right here on my screen is one I created. I wanted to know if you guys are interested in learning how to add a player portrait. It would require you guys to install Louis' Hook for 2K20, but after that you could just add player portraits without overriding any players. And like this one here, this one is just a what is it called? It's a personalized player portrait, so you can see both portraits here. You see the player portrait and the action photo. So let's see if I go to the regular roster. See, I just have it named as test right now. You can see this is a player portrait, so you know you can put your own portrait in the game. And this is best used with, not with my career, but best used with my league. But anyway, I'm going to jump back over to what were we talking about? I'm going to jump back over to the Blacktop court selector info in just a second here after I show you this. See, so this is, and you can make the portraits, you can make the player photos look better if you have a better photo of your player. Let's see if I can find them. Where'd he go? There he is. All right, so the better photo you have, the better quality photo you have, the better it'll turn out. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Anyway, all right, so I spent a very long time on that. All right, let's go over to Blacktop, and we're gonna do the Blacktop court selector. Now this is only available on PC, of course, because you have to have PC to have Cheat Engine. So I'm just going to use the default roster and go to 1-on-1. Just pick some random players here. Did I get two? Let's see if we can go back. Ja Morant. All right. Now the jerseys of course look different because I have a mod installed to remove jerseys and add t-shirts, but don't worry about that portion. Let's take a look at the Cheat Engine. So what you're going to do is you're going to load up the table. Let's see, where is it? Here it is. I was working on this table for the newest patch, but I really don't feel like finding the pointer. So if somebody wants to update this table to 1.09, please do so and send it back to me so I can put it in the description for everyone to use. But this video is using patch 1.05. So in the description, I'll have the link for the EXE for patch 1.05. And I'll also have the link for this cheat table. Now, what we want to do is, as you can see here, it already says the correct Blacktop court for the default Blacktop. So what I'm going to do is double click that and then go down. I have a list of some courts I can use. All right. So I'm going to click, I'm going to use one of these that don't require me to add a floor. Let's go to rooftop and we'll go in game. We'll press start. And once I'll let it load, but once we get into the game and everything is loaded up, it should be at the rooftop itself. I'm trying to think of anything else. Yeah, so once we see that it's at the rooftop, then I'll go back and I'll show you some of the other options that may require you to add a floor. I've tried to add, you know, as many options as I can, but I had to stop working on Blacktop courts in order to get this released, because I want to be able to share this stuff with you guys. Anyway, I'm sorry if this video is long. So as you can see, we selected the rooftop and we are on the rooftop. So you don't have to do this in one-on-one. You can do this in, my first games are always choppy, so I'm going to quit out of this game. But as you can see, we are on the rooftop. And what was I saying? Oh, you don't have to play just one-on-one. You can play whatever you want. 5-on-5, 3-on-3, whatever. So anyway, so once we get back into the main menu, looks like the court has reset back to the, oh no, it didn't reset. It's still on rooftop. So at this point, you know, once you load up a roster in Blacktop, I think that roster just stays. So if you load up a custom roster, it'll just stay once you quit out of Blacktop. So now you can just pick a different court. Let's go for, we're gonna go, well, this is the arena, not the court, I'm sorry. Let me pick a small. I'm gonna do the animation lab. It says small type. I'm gonna click OK. The reason it says small type is because you, right here where it says street, you wanna go there, and you need to select what kind of court or arena you're playing in. So usually you're just gonna pick normal, street, or high school, or small. But I left the half court and practice options in there, but I think they just come out as the same as playing normal or street. So anyway, this one says the animation lab is a small type, so select small, click OK. And the only floor that I have available, we need a floor file for this one because it doesn't say that we don't. The only one I have available for this one is this 2K DNA court for my court. So I'm gonna click OK. F657. So if you choose the animation lab or either of the my courts, where is it? Here it is, the high rise or the penthouse. Make sure you use floor 657, F657, because that's the small. It has the small court dimensions. If you use another court, the 3-point line and the goal and all of that stuff will not line up correctly. All right, so we'll just pick another team. I mean, I said another team. We'll just pick another list of random players. We're gonna press start, then we're gonna get over there. Now, with this Blacktop selector, again, you have to have, well, you don't have to have patch 5, but you're probably going to want to use patch 5. And you can keep your current patch if you like playing on the most up-to-date patch so you can play online. You can swap them in and out. Okay, so this is the animation lab. And this is what it looks like. All right, so the game is still a little choppy, so I'm going to go to rematch. It should, the game should be playing smooth at this point. Huh. Unless, yeah, it's starting to play smooth now. So usually that's what I have to do on my computer, because it's using some emulation processes to run 2K20. So I have to start a game, let them run around a little bit. Wait, yeah, it's just extremely choppy today. Go to rematch again. But anyway, this video is supposed to focus on the Blacktop. Yeah, there we go. Now it's running a little bit smoother. Actually, I'm just gonna let him go by me. Trying to find a better view for this court. So each court, you're gonna need to find the best view for you. Whoa. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna get off of this court. Let's see. But that's the animation lab. And you can just pick whatever blacktop you want. I do have the high schools available. And actually, so what I'm gonna do next is show you some other options that I've been trying to work on. I just want you guys to grab this cheat table and try it out. You know, have the video playing in the background while you're trying it out or whatever. But anyway, where it says custom arena down here, if you change that to yes, that means you will no longer be using this arena up here. Change it to yes, and then click X over here. It gives you some more options. Now, I'll be releasing these courts separately. These 1, 2, 3, 4, actually Rec Center and Draft Combine. Most of these are already in the game. All of these are already in the game except for this Venice Beach with a crowd. So I'm gonna show you guys. Let's see. Let's do Rec Center. Yeah, let's go to Rec Center. So if I go to Rec Center, click OK, then this Rec Center, then this arena will no longer be used. Instead, it's going to use this arena. All right. Also, you can change the ball type. So let's change the basketball to change it to ABA. And now I need to change my floor since we're not on a small court anymore. The Rec Center is just going to be a normal court. So we're just going to say normal. And change the floor file to, I can change it to any one of these floors, except for, don't use F657. That should only be for the animation lab and the 2 my courts. Also, you don't want to change it to any of the high school courts because the 3-point line is going to be off. Let's see. We're going to be playing in the Rec Center. So I'll try to have these 2 courts available with the tool. I'll try to have everything available with the tool that needs to be with it. So let's do it. Let's go 2K DNA blackout court. Click OK. I'm just going to get rid of this. Press backspace and make it blank up here. This arena. Since we're using the arena from down here, this custom arena is set to yes. So we're going to use Rec Center. Go to Blacktop. All right, let's just pick some random players again. All right. So we're gonna let it load up again. And when we get in the game, it should be in the Rec Center. Now, it's not going to be exactly like the Rec Center that we're used to playing in online because the placement of the court is going to be different, but you guys will see. Just because this was the only way I could figure it out, you guys will see it coming up here. So there's only going to be 1 court, and it's going to be right in the middle. But this is the Rec Center. As you can see, the banner's hanging. So let's do I'm playing. Now, you could play on the 2K DNA blackout court or the 2K DNA whiteout court, and they're both going to look really good here. But you guys play around with the options. Show you guys this court real quick. I've got to make a Domcast court really quickly. Anyway, get back into the game. So as you guys can see, This is what everything looks like. I don't know if I put it on 3-on-3 half court or not. Looks like I did. So that's the rec center. I should have put it on full court so you guys can see what it would look like on full court. Let's change the camera options. I always like this, the really low cameras when playing on half court. They look really good. But anyway, also you can change the baskets if you want. Let me get out of this. Quit. Yes. So as long as you have if you're in one of the custom arena section and it's set to yes, you can change the baskets. I was gonna make some custom baskets, but I just didn't wanna. Sometimes I just get lazy, man. And it takes a lot of work, trial and error to do that stuff, so forget it. Now, so this first floor, we've got like the Venice beach with the court. No floor needed. Private airport. The private airport, don't choose that option. The baskets are going to be invisible. I don't know how to make them visible. Don't choose that option. I mean, you can if you want to, but rec center, we just saw draft combine floor is going to be like the rec center. It says assigned floor. So anytime it says assigned floor, you're probably going to want to use a full-size court, except with the exception of the animation lab and 2 my courts, and also the high schools. So, yeah, anyway, if you wanted to go back up here and use these courts, then just set this back to no. Then remove the X over here. All that stuff disappears. You can change your basketball again. This time we can go with, we'll go with Ruby Gem. All right, let's see what options we have for our arena. And there is 2 versions of the Venice Beach. So this one has no crowd and it's like very dark. And then that other one was in that custom arena section, has a crowd and it's way lighter. The lighting is brighter, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. You can also put in, you can just type in an arena if it's not listed here. So let's say you want to play on inside of 76ers arena, then that arena ID is S000. So that's, you could type that in, click OK, and then, you can just pick one of these floors, or you can type in your own floor if you know the floor IDs. For those courts, for the regular NBA courts, make sure your type is set to normal. Let's do one that's not normal. I said it's not normal. Most of these are normal courts. Anyway, so what I'm gonna, if you created your own custom arena or your own custom floor, you could also type in the names of those files. So like I'm gonna have to add a slot for the Domcast court. If anybody, I can do an update of this Blacktop selector for you guys if I decide to make more fictional courts and arenas. I probably won't do arenas because I've tried messing around and some arenas don't save when I edit them. So anyway, yeah, if you guys want me to do some fictional courts or whatever, let me know. All right, so as far as this one goes, I'm going to end the video and just one last showcasing. I'll do 2K Summer League. Wait. Yeah. The 2K Summer League and the NBA Summer League. I'll do 2K Summer League and see what that gets me. Yeah, that's the If you do F700 and S700, they'll match up. That's that Orlando practice arena, and that is a normal size court, but I'm going to use a different floor. I don't know why I have the startup menu floor on here. It's just a gray floor. I'm going to use the My Player Builder court. So click OK. Go back to Blacktop. Sorry for making this video so long, guys. But hopefully by now you figured out everything. Go full court. And now if you're playing this with my 2K Street mod, then it's probably going to be more enjoyable because you don't have to play in like the regular jerseys or anything, or you don't have to play in those ringers and baller shirts. You can play in real casual clothes. And I'm actually releasing an update to my 2K Street roster right after I finish recording this video. I got to get all the files together, upload them online so I can get a link and then make a video about it. But I had to get this one out first so you guys can just change courts on your own and don't have to depend on me to release Blacktop rosters with different courts. But anyway, so here you go. Here's the My Player Builder court. Although it does have crazy shadows on it, and there is a way to remove those shadows. I forget how to do it, but there's an option on the cheat table that changes that will make it look different. Shoot it. But you know what? I think actually those shadows will probably show up every time you play in this arena. I think it's based on the arena, what shadows show on the floor. Hey, give me that ball. Oh yeah, as you guys can see, the ball is definitely not the default ball. Hey. Break. Oh, he made it. Wow. Well, anyway, so I'm getting off this video now. I've shown you guys can mix and match courts for Blacktop on PC. Again, this is using patch 1.05. You can use the table with any patch, but then you would have to update the pointers. Again, I'm not going to do all that. Well, maybe I will, maybe I won't, but for now I'm leaving it how it is. You can swap out your exe file, back up the one that you have in there, just place it in a different folder, and then put this exe file in your 2K20 directory, and then start up the cheat table. And if you guys don't know how to start a cheat table, I'll show you one more time. So first, let me clear everything out, clear the list. So you open up Cheat Engine, you find the cheat table, which is the Blacktop selector here. But you also have to make sure the process is selected for NBA 2K20. So this little one, the monitor with the magnifying glass, click that, make sure 2K20 is selected. If it gives you a prompt to keep your current list, select yes, and then you'll see these options appear. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I will be back with more.